The Trump administration's newly minted Department of Government Efficiency is already facing 3 lawsuits in federal court. Those lawsuits allege DOGE, run by the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, as it's currently structured, violates federal transparency rules, specifically a 1972 law limiting the role of private citizens in government decision-making. So let's bring in correspondent Joe Khalil live for us there on Capitol Hill. And Joe, in addition to these legal challenges, there's also a shakeup in DOGE leadership.
Yeah, so I think it's fair to say that there are some speed bumps here for DOGE right at the beginning on the first day that it is officially in its existence. Look, there are a couple of different things that now they're dealing with. Let's remember that that's still very popular among House and Senate Republicans. The idea of it or its mission is still popular among some Democrats, too. Maybe in practice, not so much, but they are hitting some speed bumps. And let's start off with the leadership shakeup. We now know that one of its 2 original champions, Vivek Ramaswamy, is stepping back. His decision is to run for governor of Ohio, but that race isn't for another 2 years. And there is some reporting that the reason he's stepping back is he had some disagreements with some of the congressional leaders that are working on DOGE as well. So that in itself, a bit of a shakeup. The other thing reportedly is that there are these lawsuits that we're dealing with, 3, in fact, again, on its first day in existence that DOGE is now dealing with. These 3 groups are all separate entities. They're all suing for relatively the same reason, though. They say that DOGE should be classified as an advisory committee rather than as a government agency, because advisory committees actually have certain rules around them. They have to have their meetings all be in public. They have to take notes and publish those notes, along with some other things. This is a statement we got from one group, Democracy Forward, that's behind one of the lawsuits. They say here, in part, the plaintiffs represent a wide range of people and communities that count on the federal government for services and programs. The suit challenges DOGE's operating without complying with federal transparency laws. Now, Nichole, here's the thing, too, is they may face even more lawsuits or legal challenges, because one of the big missions of DOGE is to make government smaller by firing or laying off potentially thousands of federal workers. So we asked today Senator John Cornyn on the Republican side. He's one of the leaders of the DOGE caucus in the U.S. Senate about these challenges moving forward. This is what he told us.
I expect the entrenched bureaucracy and the vested interest to fight like the Dickens, but I wouldn't count Elon Musk out or Donald Trump.
So when we talk about federal workers being, potentially let go or, getting their notices, I'm just wondering, you anticipate big problems?
Well, they need to come to work like everybody else.
They need to come to work like everyone else, he said at the very end. That is a reference to the fact that President Trump has now signed an executive order that would mandate federal workers who work from home, in many cases, return to the office there. We also caught up with Senator Jackie Rosen. She's a Democrat. Asked her about the same thing, about what the challenges might be for DOGE. Again, keeping in mind some Democrats do support the mission of DOGE, of making government more efficient. And this is what she said about the challenges that this may present.
Many of our federal workers, they work for the Social Security Administration. People need their benefits. They work for the VA. They do a lot of really important things for regular people. And for our office, we do constituent services. The top calls we get are people getting their Social Security or their veterans benefits.
No comment yet from the White House on DOGE facing now these 3 legal challenges, Nichole.
All right, Joe Khalil, follow me at all for us there in Washington. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.